Sir, we've had amazing reactions of people trying stingless bee for the first time, especially when they see it's sour honey. And they say that इसमें lemon डाला है.
Moreover, the uniqueness of flora in Nagaland or the Northeast, because these are the biodiversity hotspots. We are having many different types of floras which are not present in other parts of the mainland India.
I see that some have...
This is Lepidopterygona.
And some have plain ones. So what is that again, a different species? Is it?
Yes. The honey cells and pollen cells. No? Now in the month of December, January, there will be honey flow period. But that time we will not find much pollen.
Hello and welcome to our podcast series where we're going to explore the world of wild foods. This is brought to you by Galho. Galho is Northeast India's first experiential wild food company where we believe in sustainability, we believe in climate, and we believe in bringing the best out of the wild foods that are available in the Northeast of India. Wild foods is quite an intriguing subject that we talk about because it has so much to offer. And Northeast, because of the unique biodiversity that we have, we can offer a lot more in terms of the wild foods that are available in the region. Today, we're going to focus mainly on the stingless bee. Well, this is a very unique species of bees which is found only in certain parts of the Northeast of India and certain parts of South India. And we have an expert on stingless bee who's going to give us an in-depth analysis on this intriguing, mystical, unique species of bees. And yes, because like its name itself, stingless bee do not sting. The flavor of honey that they produce is so unique that some of them that produce the honey is naturally sour, and it breaks the myth of saying sweet as honey. Today we have with us our guest, an author, a professor, a scientist, one of the brightest minds that India has produced, and we have in our midst the privilege of having his company, Dr. Avinash Chauhan. Thank you for being on this podcast, sir.
Thank you so much for calling me on this podcast, and I am thankful to you so that you have chosen this topic. In Northeast, people are not much aware regarding the stingless bees.
Yes.
So choosing this topic, it will go to your audience also. So because I am very much thankful to you for choosing this topic.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time. So we're going to start off, sir, because we've seen that you've given years and years of your time in doing an in-depth study on the stingless bee, especially and many different species of bees, but specifically the stingless bee, where you've written a book, and that's the book right there. I've gone through it. I found it very, very interesting, your insights on the stingless bee. Sir, can you tell us what sparked your interest in getting more studying about this different species of bee that's present here, and how's been your experience in Nagaland and in the wild forests of Nagaland that you've...
Actually, my journey with bees, it started in 2007. I entered in this field and I came to know about different types of bees. The most important that time I was knowing it was honey bees. Mostly Apis mellifera, Apis cerana, Apis florii, Apis dorsata. People are only talking about these bees.
Right.
But in 2 or 3 years' time, then I have learned about the bumblebees. So we started working on that from 2008 to 2015. And we have worked a lot on that. They were the wild bees. We have reared them in artificial conditions. We made their colonies. And then we came to know that they are very good pollinators.
Sure.
So we have diverted our study for their pollination.
Okay.
Similarly, I came to know that one more species of bees are there. That is stingless bees, a different type. I have never seen before coming here. Only in the pictures I have seen. But when I joined here, so I went to some villages. Then I have seen these stingless bees. I was very happy to see them for the first time. And then we thought, okay, we will do something in this field now. Slowly, I have visited almost whole the Nagaland in next 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
Mostly all the districts. I have seen in all the districts, mostly they were rearing this stingless bees. But the technique of rearing, it was very traditional as per the traditional, what they were doing from so many years.
Sure.
But what I found, some problems they were having while rearing this bees. So I thought, okay, let's work on that, and we have to give some solution to this problem.
Sure.
Then we started working here. We have developed some hives for that. Okay, because for all other honeybees we are having the scientific hives.
Correct.
Stingless bees were the only one. Okay, in the world we were not having any. Around the globe there was not having any scientific hive for these bees. Because of that, the farmers, beekeepers, or the people in the villages or in different countries, they were not able to realize their whole potential. Okay, how much honey they can produce if we rear them scientifically.
Sure.
And while in the process of honey extraction, I found that they are destroying the whole colonies.
Yes.
And when I was interacted with them, they told me in this year they have produced lots of honey, and then next year our colonies is left. And working on that slowly, we found that yes, these are the reasons, and this must be the probable solutions.
Sure.
We started working in that direction.
Sure.
In the meantime, then this COVID came. Then I thought, now I cannot go outside. Even I didn't went to my home. I thought, I will work here during that period. Whatever knowledge I have gained in these 3-4 years.
Sure.
So I was not having much work to do also. So I thought, why not to put that knowledge in the form of a book?
Sure.
So I have started seeing literature also, and whatever my experience was there, and I was interacted with some more persons also.
Sure.
So that idea, then I started writing. So within 1 year we have completed this book. And then I told the ICR, okay sir, we are working on this. Then they said, okay. Then they have sent the proposal, you write the book.
Okay.
I told the book is already written.
Sure.
Then they said, okay, then you send to us. I sent to them, they have reviewed it. After they find it, yes. So this is the first book on stingless bee in the country.
Sure.
But this book is not mainly based for farmers.
Yes.
So basically for researchers,
Yes.
scientists.
Yes.
Because there was not any compilation on stingless bee before that.
Correct.
Whatever books I have encountered, they are only for 5 pages, 6 pages.
Correct.
Just a rough idea of the stingless bees.
Correct.
In this book, we have gone in very much depth regarding the different types of species, what is their colony organization,
Sure.
how to rear them, how to manage them,
Sure.
what are their different pests and diseases, what is impact of bee poisoning in stingless bees,
Sure.
and how they are helpful in pollination.
Sure.
And what are the way forward after that.
Sure.
All those things we have compiled in the
Sure.
form of a book.
Great.
It was the journey for this book.
I'm sure it was an interesting journey, a very emotional journey.
Yes,
I'm sure.
Yes. That time when I was writing this book, even in dreams, only stingless bees were coming to in my dreams.
Sir, like you mentioned, there's not much documentation, or there's not much written out there about the stingless bee, and I'm assuming it's because it's very unique, it's very rare, and not found everywhere in the world. What do you think makes this stingless bee so rare and unique, sir?
Actually, we see the global distribution of stingless bees. Mainly we found it in the tropical or subtropical regions of the globe.
Okay.
So most of the species of stingless bee found in South America.
Okay.
Then in Africa, then in some parts of Southeast Asia.
Okay.
And this part of Nepal, India, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, and all those things.
Sure.
All those places.
Sure.
Till 2019, it was the scientists is of the opinion that these stingless bees, they are tropical only.
Sure.
And for the first time, there was one program in Australia. So one of our scientists also attended there. I was the part of that, but I could not go that time. So there we have told them, no, there are some species in temperate regions also, and that we found in Nagaland, in Kohima district, in Foot Zero, where the stingless bees. Then the scientists there, because it was a global event. So they told me, no, there is some misinterpretation maybe. So they visited here from Australia. One team came here to verify that. And then we have taken them to Kohima, Futsero and all those places. And first time they have seen the temperate stingless base. And then the literature is updated. Now stingless bays are found in tropical, subtropical and subtemperate regions of the globe.
Okay.
So that was our contribution in recognition of these bays.
Sure.
And coming to the uniqueness of this base, why there is not much literature. Actually, the scientists they were mainly focused on this Apis mellifera, Apis cerana, because we can easily rear them.
Okay.
And this part of northeast and other parts of the country also where stingless bays were present and were available. Scientists have not paid attention because their main focus only on the pollination through Apis mellifera and honey production.
Okay.
But now in last 4-5 or last maybe you can say in last decade, now the focus is changed to stingless bay.
Okay.
Even under our AICRPs, only before that only 1 or 2 centers were working on that. Maybe Kerala was working on it.
Sure.
Nagaland was also working, but other centers they were not working. But now in all the centers except 1 or 2, all are working on stingless bays.
Yes.
And I'm remembering one thing. I went to Himachal Pradesh in 2023. Before that, it was like that stingless bees are not present in Himachal Pradesh. But when I went there, I was just roaming around. I have seen the stingless bees. I called some scientists there. Stingless bees are there. Why not you report it? Since you are only from here, so it will be good if you report them.
Sure.
Because they were only saying they are not present in Himachal Pradesh. And 2-3 times it happened, but they have not reported. And next time again I went, I've collected the sample, identified them, and I have reported it for the first time from the Himachal Pradesh. Then I again called them. Since you have not reported, now I have reported. So I'm taking your credit. So it went like that. And the uniqueness of this stingless bee, if we see their nest architecture also, and the way they are constructing their nest, and the variation in their nests. So we see the nest entrances also somewhere it is very much plain. There is no use of any wax or any cerumen.
Sure.
In some they are making very long tubes, very beautiful tubes. In some small tubes.
Sure.
They are also one of the identifying features for stingless bays. And nest architecture, if we see, we will find their brood cells are there, and then their honey and pollen.
Sure.
They are keeping in some specialized cells,
Sure.
which we call the pollen cell and the honey cells or honey cups, we can say, or honey pots. Then, but the main problem with the nest architecture is how to extract the honey.
Okay.
Especially without impurities.
Sure.
Because when everything is at one place, then when we take out the honey, other things are also mixed up in that. So we have devised some techniques through that we can only harvest the honey. We separated the honey from the brood.
Sure.
That was the biggest achievement we got in our center here, because throughout the world there is no technique available with which we can separate the honey from the brood. So now our bees here, they are storing honey in a separate chamber.
Sure.
And then they brood in a separate chamber.
Sure.
Now we are also working to separate the pollen from the honey also.
Sure.
So that we can separately extract the pollen and separately extract the honey without hampering the brood development.
We love that. We also want to focus on sustainability. We want to focus on ensuring the lives of each bee is saved and preserved. And I think that's a lovely initiative that you have taken up, and with your team you're doing an amazing job in trying to make sure that none of the bees are harmed in any ways. Sir, it's very interesting how in depth it's almost like you know them better than your children. But we wanted to touch upon the species of bees now. This is something I didn't know before I got into understanding the world of the bees, that For me, it was just one bee producing one type of sweet honey, and that was all I thought. But understanding that there are thousands and thousands of variants of bees, different species of bees, now we've also understood that even the stingless bee has 27 variants of species of bees, out of which I think 6 to 7 is found in Nagaland itself. Can you tell us a little more about that, sir?
If we talk about global level, so we are having more than 650 species of stingless bees, and out of that in India we are having 27, and in that we are having 3 different genus. Genus 1 is Tetragonula, another is Labiotrigona, and third is Lysotrigona. And we are lucky to have all these 3 genus are present in the northeast. Otherwise in South India we are having this Tetragonula and Lysotrigona. In central India Lysotrigona is there, and for us we are having Leptotrigona, Tetragonula and Lysotrigona, all 3. So we are very rich in that diversity in whole northeast. And if I coming to Nagaland, here we are also having 6 different species. Out of them 4 or 5 we have already rearing, and 1 is underground. Underground also we are rearing, but we are trying to put them overground so that we can take more advantage of them for pollination, for honey extraction. So we are having a good diversity of stingless bees here.
Okay.
The main problem is that we are not much aware regarding their diversity, but slowly that awareness is going on.
Sure.
And the time will come when our farmers will also be knowing, this is this bee,
correct,
and this is this bee,
correct,
and this bee honey is very unique, and this bee type of honey is unique. So we can brand our honey according to the species.
Correct.
So that is the reason also we can work.
Sure. I think correctly, like you said, I think today people who consuming are wanting to know more about what they're consuming.
Yeah.
I think it's very important what we put in our body.
Yes.
We should know where it's coming from, what we are consuming from that sense, whether it's good for ourselves or it's not good for our body. I think it's very, very important. Sir, we've had amazing reactions of people trying stingless bee for the first time, especially when they see it's sour honey, and they say that isme lemon dala hai. Okay, so they don't believe that it's all natural, and we always say that this is naturally extracted. We don't do anything. We double filter, we put it in a bottle and give it out to you. And but they love it. They love the fact that their honey is not sweet. It can be sour honey, can be used with their tea, morning tea. It can be used with your salads. It can be used for various different ways to consume. Also, the fact that the flavor profile in itself is very unique, that it creates a whole different experience for them. So, can you tell us, or can you please clarify if this is naturally sour honey, and how does it become naturally sour?
If we do the profiling of the honey, so we'll find that the vitamin C content of stingless bee honey is higher as compared to the other honeys. Moreover, acidity is also higher. Their pH is low as compared to other honeys. And this honey is taste-wise, because of higher content of this vitamin C and acidity, it's little bit sour. But it is not only sour, it is having sweet taste also, sour and sweet.
Correct.
Very unique flavor, which we don't get in Apis mellifera, Apis cerana honey.
Correct, sir.
So this honey, every time when visitors they came here, I also let them to taste this honey, and they all admire. We have never tasted this type of honey.
Correct.
And for our whole Northeast, this is our USP. If we want to bring out more entrepreneurs in stingless bee honey, this is our USP. Okay, with different flavors we are having. Even with different species it varies. If I talk about Tetragonula, their honey is a little bit sour and sweet.
Yes.
But if I talk about Labiotrigona, it is sweet.
So,
there's so much variation in taste, species wise also.
Correct.
So that is our USP, That is our power, that we can put more efforts in that direction, and it will lead very good results in future.
Sure.
And if I talk about the consumption of honey, if I say in our country the consumption is too less, only 37 gram per person per year. That is too less, and we are having the potential of producing more honey. Today our production is around 1.61 lakh metric tons.
Sure.
Out of that, around 85,000 metric tons we are exporting. But if we start eating honey, this all honey we can utilize domestically.
Yes.
And stingless bee honey today it's having very small share because people are not knowing much about it. But slowly when it will come into the main market, then this honey will change this scenario.
Sure.
Yeah. And I'm very happy that in Northeast people eat more honey as compared to the mainland India.
Yes.
So when I go to the villages, I see when I talk to them, daily they are taking honey.
Yes.
And the form of medicine also, they are taking honey. Yes. And one important thing of this honey is that this honey, even the diabetic people, they can take. That also, if this information will go to our audience, those who are diabetic, they can take stingless bee honey.
Yes.
So it's good for their health. Yes. Yeah. They can take the advantage of eating honey.
Right. Sir, don't you find it frustrating sometimes that India, we in India, we spend thousands of crores on medicines, on buying medicines, on consuming medicines that might have side effects on us.
Yes.
Whereas a natural medicine like honey, like you said, is being consumed so less. Doesn't it make sense for us to consume more honey and stay healthier and away from all this medication than to just spend on medication and not spend on honey, sir? I mean, like you said. Also, I wanted to stress upon the fact that I think traditionally stingless bee has been used for its high medicinal properties also, not just for its taste profile, but it's for its high medicinal properties. You hear stories about how in the villages certain things people have felt stronger, have been cured, have really benefited from consuming the stingless bee honey. So can you shed a little light on what that is and how that works? And
see, if we see the field of Ayurveda starts with honey and ends with honey. All the medicines what they prescribe, honey is one of the major components. You have to take that medicine only with honey.
Right.
Likewise in Unani also, they tell you take honey. Only in allopathy, we are taking medicines.
Correct.
The chemicals we are taking.
Yes.
And they are having side effects also.
Yes.
But in Ayurveda, without honey, this medicine is not complete.
Interesting.
Similarly, if we go to the villages, where people are not much dependent on these pharmacies and all.
Correct.
What they are doing, if they are having cough, sore throat, cold, fever, they just take 1 teaspoon of honey with this black pepper, and in 2-3 days, they are fine. And I have seen before going to work also, they mix a teaspoon of honey in water, they take and then they go. This way, especially in Northeast, people are very much aware about this honey. And in ethno medicine, in our villages also, people they are using more honey.
Sure.
But in cities there is a problem. Because if we go to restaurants, if we go to other, we will see people they prefer taking refined sugars. But if I talk, there are some ventures coming up like honey huts or others. They are serving tea with honey, and people are paying rupees 200 for 1 cup of honey. That is also the people they are getting aware. And taking honey today is also people think it's a matter of royalty. So we have to just make aware our masses. Okay, honey it should be on table, like we are having jam and butter.
Sure.
So when that thing happens, definitely this consumption will increase. But in Nagaland, I am more happy people they are consuming more honey.
Sure. Sir, coming back to the stingless bee honey, along with its taste profile of a little sour, sometimes sweet, sometimes very unique. Even the sweetness is very unique. It almost feels like you're tasting the forest.
Yes.
It is also found that it's got a very high moisture content, which makes it a little runny. So, is that something that we should be concerned about in terms of consumption? Because mostly people tend to look at like a commercialized honey product and see that it's very thick and usually associate thickness with honey. But the stingless bee, we found that although it's 100% natural, 100% pure, we still find that it's quite runny. So, what is the reason for that? So, we wanted to understand.
The first thing, if we see most of the stingless bee, we will see in tropical and subtropical regions.
Correct.
Where the temperature is always more as compared to the temperate regions or subtemperate regions or subtropical regions. The bees, the moisture content in the honey is, because honey is also hygroscopic, it absorbs moisture. That is also one of the reasons the moisture content of stingless bee honey is higher. Usually in other honeys it ranges from 20 up to 20%, but in stingless bee we found it up to 25 to 30% also.
Correct.
That's why it's runny, but it doesn't mean it is not good.
Yeah.
Because in natural form we are getting it like that only.
Yes.
It is not unripe.
Yes.
And similarly, if I talk about the other composition of this honey is having more mineral content. That's why its electrical conductivity is high as compared to other honeys.
Okay.
And it is having more fructose as compared to glucose.
Okay.
And one more component, sugar, is there, which is trihallulose.
Okay.
Trihallulose is basically a low glycemic index sugar. Means if we are eating trihallulose, it will not spike the blood sugar. Slowly it will provide the energy to the body.
Okay.
That is the uniqueness of this honey. This honey is having this trihallulose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why we call it as medicinal. That's why even diabetic people, they can take it. If we take Apis mellifera, Apis cerana honey, their sugar level, it will spike.
Okay.
Many times the person, they come to me and they ask, hey, we don't take sugar, can we take honey? So I tell them, if you are not taking sugar and you are diabetic, you should not take honey also. But I tell them, if you are having stingless bee honey, you can take.
Okay. Very nice.
This is the medicinal properties attributed to the
Great.
nectars.
Great.
And moreover, coming to back to the moisture level, it is a very common thing. If any food is having more moisture, it is liable to fermentation. So if it is fermenting, we are losing the honey.
Sure.
So at that time we can do it, we can little bit remove the moisture %, but still in India we are not having any such range of parameters for stingless bee honey.
Sure.
For Apis mellifera, it is available. You are having FSSAI guidelines for honey. Okay, or these all components should be in this range.
Yes.
Moisture should be in this range.
Correct.
Mineral content, ash, HMF, and all those things should be there in this range.
Sure.
But for stingless bees, still we are not having any range.
Sure.
So we are still in the preliminary stage for developing the standards for stingless bee honey.
Sure.
I am also the part of that one. Last year we were having meeting with ISO, International Organization for Standardization, and India is also leading part of that.
Sure.
So we are getting one project in which we will analyze the stingless bee honey of whole country.
Sure.
And based on the data received, then we will make the standard for honey.
Okay.
Until that standard is not there, we cannot say this honey is good or bad.
Sure.
Because we are not having any limits for that.
Correct.
If moisture content is also, it doesn't mean it is bad.
Okay.
Because naturally we are finding it like that. No?
Okay.
Once the range is fixed, then only we can say it is creating any problem or not.
Sure.
But definitely the mindset of people is like that, the more thick honey is more pure.
Yes.
But it's not like that. It all depends on the flora from which they are taking the nectar.
Correct.
If I talk about this lychee honey, the moisture content sometimes it is 40% also.
finally, sir, we are based in one of the most unique biodiversity places in the world. We're in the northeast of India. You've traveled around the world, you've traveled around India, sir. You've seen different landscapes, different biodiversities, different flora, fauna. How unique is the northeast? And because I ask you this question, because like we always say, we do not give you, because we try to give the purest of honey straight out of the hive. We tell our consumers that we don't choose what we give you, the bees choose what they give you, and we are just basically just the people who are supplying it to you. So, and we know that whatever is created, the honey that's produced and created is directly from the flora that they're pollinating on. Can you tell us what is unique about this region?
If we see the geographical location of Nagaland, we will find we are having 6 different zones. We are having plains, we are having low hills, mid hills, high hills. The bees, the honey, the quality of honey, it is attributed to the flora from which they are collecting the nectar. In this northeast, it is full of medicinal plants also. Basically, if we see these stingless bees, they collect honey from the ground flora maximum time. In this ground flora, most of the flora, they are medicinal, and that's why this medicinal properties is coming into its honey. And since we are having different species at different geographical places here, say if the plains of the Nagaland, if we go to Woka side and then our Dimapur district, Jamagdima and all, we will find tetragonula species here. The honey they are producing, it is different from the honey which we are getting from Kohima or Food Zero region, because the flora is totally different there. But I want to add one more, it's a kind of suggestion only. Okay, the quality of honey, as I have told, it depends on the flora. And the good price our farmers, they can get for their honey if they go for monofloral honeys. In Nagaland, the honey we are producing, mainly it is multifloral honey, where the bees they are collecting from different sources, from different flowers, but we are not exactly knowing those sources. In the coming time, if our policy, state government policy, they will tell you to make more orchards or like that. So from there, if we get this monofloral honey for stingless bee also, I think we will be generating so much profit for our farmers, and we will be giving a very unique product to our consumers.
Sure.
So that is the way forward for us. Okay, if we work on monofloral honey also. Moreover, the uniqueness of flora in Nagaland or the northeast, because these are the biodiversity hotspots. We are having many different types of floras which are not present in other parts of the mainland India. So that uniqueness we are having, we can harness that uniqueness and we can make our honey more flavorful and more loving to our consumers. Right.
So it's very interesting how the bees, different species of bees can coexist together. If you see this farm, I think you have different species of bees here, right, sir?
Yeah.
And they don't fight each other, they don't harm each other, they coexist together. Isn't that interesting, sir?
Yeah, this is the beauty of beekeeping. Okay, we can keep different species together. Like you can see, we are having stingless bees. Stingless bees also, we are having around 5 species here. And then we are having Apis mellifera, Apis rana, we are having Xylocopa bees, we are having bumblebees also.
Wow, okay.
And they all are staying together. They don't fight. The main problem arises when there is shortage of food.
Okay, okay.
So that time we have to manage them scientifically.
Okay.
Otherwise they fight with each other, they do robbing.
Okay.
And that way we lose our colonies.
Okay, okay.
But if we are taking care, we are managing them properly, scientifically,
okay,
then we don't get this type of problem.
Sure, sure. So we are here now. This is the section where you have kept the stingless bee.
Yes.
And
Xylocopa is also
how
there.
many species of the stingless bee are here?
We are having 5 different species of stingless bee
Right here under this.
Yes, under this, and downside also we are having.
Okay, okay.
And we are having this Xylocopa. You can see this black bee.
Right.
And this is a pollinator. It's the home for this bee.
Wow.
These bamboos are also for Xylocopa. And 5 species of stingless bees we are keeping here.
It's so interesting how you have natural trunks, and they're just staying there, and they're actually producing honey. Is it under this?
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting. So, sir, can you take us through the different, like I see this Lepidotronium,
Lepidotragona ventralis. We are just shifted to that side. I'll show you.
Tetragonala.
Tetragonala.
So these are different species.
Yeah,
is it?
different species.
Okay, so can you just tell us the differences and
Actually, Tetragonula retipenis mainly they are for the tropical and subtropical regions.
sure.
Tetragonula whole genus,
Mhm.
and then Lepidotragona it belongs to temperate and subtemperate regions.
Oh, okay.
But again, there is very interesting thing. We have found one more species of Tetragonula in temperate region. So this is the beauty of this bees. We are finding them everywhere now,
Mm.
and the honey they are producing is also very different. If we see the Tetragonula species,
Mhm.
their cells are very small. Honey
Okay,
cells. They
okay.
are producing few milligrams of honey.
Okay.
But if we see the Lepidotragona, in one cell we will find around 2 to 3 ml of honey.
Mhm.
Very good, big cells. They are producing.
So in a box, how many kgs do they produce?
Basically, under natural condition, in one colony, usually we get 250 grams to 500 grams
That's it.
per colony.
And comparison that to a mellifera,
Mellifera that is producing around 15 to 20 kg.
such a
Per
difference,
box,
and
yes.
hence it's very rare and
Rare,
very
yes.
difficult to find.
Yes.
Wow.
That's why when visitors also come here, they have never seen stingless bees. They have never tasted stingless bee honey.
Right.
First time when they taste it, then they tell you, please give me some honey. We will take it. We will show it to our family also. We will let them taste.
Sure.
So this is the thing people know how they are knowing about the stingless bees. And we are lucky to have the stingless bees in our farm also.
Sure.
So that visitors, when they come, we can also
Come and see. And I was just looking at the stingless bee. These don't look like bees. They look like something different. They look, and I see that some have
this
as
is
an entrance,
Lepidotragona.
and some have plain ones.
Yeah.
So what is that again? A different species? Is it?
Yes, like I have told you, okay, we are having different genus first, no?
Right.
Under genus, different species comes. So this is the nesting character of Tetragonula genus.
Hmm.
So you will see that there is a very small entrance here.
Hmm.
Here also you will see very small entrance.
Mm-hmm.
But in other genus, which is Tetragonula, which is Lepidotragona, we will see this tube-like structure.
Mm-hmm.
That it's a funnel-like structure.
Mm-hmm.
In Lepidotragona, again, we are having different species. Some they make small tubes, some they make longer tubes. And
Okay,
the length of the tube, it may go up to 60-70 centimeter also.
Okay.
So that is they are very good architecture.
Great. Sir, I'm super excited. Can we see inside one?
Yeah, sure. We will open the colony. We will show you first this brood chamber. We can see this colony is very well developed. You can see this is the brood, whole full. Now it is the time for division for them also.
Okay.
But now since flower are also coming, first we will harvest the honey, only after that we will divide the colony.
Mm.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay, close कर दो. So this was the brood chamber. Recording is going on. This was the brood chamber, and now we will open the honey chamber. The honey development is very good. Teja, remove it. You can see the honey cells and pollen cells. No? Now in the month of December, January, there will be honey flow period. At that time we will not find much pollen, very less pollen. So this is how we rear the stingless bees scientifically. Even you can taste the honey also, huh? If you want.
Thank you so much, sir. It's been such an interesting talk with you, and we've got to learn so much about the stingless bee. I'm sure there's so much to uncover also in the future, and we do want to keep having conversations around this very unique species of bees that we've discovered. And thank you very much, sir, for giving us time today. I'm gonna just, this is sir's book, The Stingless Bee, an Unexplored Pollinator of India, by Dr. Avinash Chauhan. If anyone wants to understand more about this very unique species of bees, please go and get this book. It's got a lot of information here. You'll be able to find out a lot regarding the stingless bee and its uniqueness. And if you ever want to try, Galho does stingless bee honey directly from the hives. So Galho is available. Galho products, the stingless bee product, is available on www.galho.in. You can reach out to us. You can get a product. You can try it and enjoy the unique flavor and the medicinal properties that it brings forward with it. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you had a wonderful time of learning, a wonderful time of exploring. We'll come back very soon with our next series where we talk more about wild foods. We'll try and explore the region. We'll try to find out unique things and bring it to you so that you can understand what the Northeast is all about. Thank you very much for your time and have a good day.